On one level, it's set in the 1860s, so it's set during the time of the Civil War. But the language itself has a lot of modern rhythms in it as well too, and a lot of ancient rhythms in it. So it's got very much a sense of a Greek tragedy unfolding, very much in the rhythm of the language and the use of a chorus. Even the costuming has elements that are period, but that are also tinges of modern. So you have a sense that this is a cycle that has happened even before the Greeks, way into like ancient Africa, and it just keeps sort of perpetuating itself. And how do you break that chain?
It's also really relatable to anybody with the theme of slavery, because it's really also about a mental slavery that we all kind of fall victim to. And so slavery with Black people and during the Civil War and of that time, it's just an easy way to kind of really address it. However, the show talks about, using your words and the power that they have, and that the power that they put out there, and how freedom is in your mind, and it's a knowing, it's not something that you can aspire to. And I think that's really relative regardless of whether or not you're Black. And part of that lineage of slavery. I think anybody can relate to being mentally slave to a way of thinking, a way of acting, a way of being that they might not necessarily want to be, but because society, family, friends have put them in that configuration that they feel they have to stay there. And how do you break free of that?
Well, I play Hero in the play, who comes back as Ulysses. And he's the boss's private valet, and he's been given this choice of going to the war or staying, and that's what he's wrestling with in the end. So it's a real question of what is freedom. Is it something that I should take for myself, or is it something that has to be granted, to me by my master? And do I fight against my own kind in attainment of that, or do I find some other way of getting it? What do I do? So he's in a real spiritual dilemma and crisis of identity.
It really addresses those themes in a beautiful way, because it's wrapped up in love, and it's wrapped up in betrayal, and it's wrapped up in loyalty, and all of those wonderful big themes, and that makes it really relatable to everybody. So, you see a show like this and you think it's got to be about Black lives, and it's got to be about the movement of Black Lives Matter. And while it is that, it also is very inclusive, because it's a conversation that's meant to include people. It's meant to make you feel like you can talk about it and open yourself up to a new conversation. I'm a huge fan of Divine Brown, So when I heard that she was going to be a part of the show, I was like, oh, sweet, a Divine Brown concert every night. This is awesome. She's got a beautiful voice, and it just really is a beautiful marriage with the show and what Wayne's created with the team and everybody. And she's going to be a force that I think people will just fall in love with.
And the music itself was written by Suzan-Lori Parks. Mm-hmm. So it's her own contribution to the show.
Yeah, I think it'll be a great show for people to see. An outlet as well, because everyone's so mad. Everyone's angry, and there's like, what do I do with it? And it's kind of like, come see our show. There are lovely, lovely twists and hopefully inspirational moments that make you want to change the way that you live your life.